Hi everyone. So before we start today's vlog, I just want to give a bit of a spoiler. But I failed 75 hard and it was not my fault. It wasn't my fault. I'll explain more at the end of the video, but I just wanted to set the scene before we jump in. And then at the end we will chat a bit more about what actually happened. And my recovery from failing 75 hard. I am back on it. It is now the 18th of February and I am 7 days. This is day 7. So by the time you see this, I'll probably be 2 or 3 weeks back into the challenge. But yeah, let's go into the vlog and stay till the end, and then I will chat a bit more about what actually happened. Hi everyone, it is the 9th of February and this is the beginning of a travel vlog. So it's Friday. We are going to Portugal, but we are going by ferry and also car. So we're going from Rosselair, Ireland to Santander, Spain, and then we have to drive to Portugal. Typically the ferry journey is Friday night, circa midnight, like 11:30 midnight, and you'd normally arrive in Santander Sunday morning. However, that's not how it's working this time. We got an email yesterday to say that the ferry will be delayed by 6 hours, which is not ideal because we also have a huge drive then from Santander to Portugal. So the original plan was arrive Sunday morning and then drive straight to Portugal, straight to our home. We have a house in Portugal, and arrive there Sunday evening. That's no longer the case. So basically how it's working now is we'll get to Rosselair, we'll board the ferry normal time, and then we'll just sleep on the ferry and we don't dock until, I don't know, 6 a.m. ish, 5:30, 6. Or we don't dock, we don't undock, whatever the word is. So yeah, and then we arrive 3 p.m. on Sunday. So what we're going to do instead is we are going to drive 4 hours or so to Salamanca on Sunday, and we're going to sleep over in Salamanca, and then we're going to do the second half of the journey then on Monday. Thankfully I have Monday off work as well, so it worked out. It also actually works out better for 75 hard. I had all day today anyway, regardless, to do all my bits, so I just have 1 litre of water left and then I'm done for today. I still am going to struggle tomorrow. I have serious seasickness, so how I'm going to do the outside walk on deck for 45 minutes, I don't know. But it allows me at least on Sunday to do my yoga in the cabin before we get off, and then I just need to do my walk on Sunday. And also we have a less of a drive, so I should be able to do a walk maybe in Salamanca when we arrive there, or maybe we'll do it in Santander when we arrive there. I don't know. Anyways, we will see what happens. Yeah, so the car is absolutely packed with stuff. I will try record as much as I can during the journey, and we'll see how I get on with 75 hard, with the food and the workouts and the everything during these 3-4 days. So we're leaving, it's now 6 p.m. Friday, we're leaving. We have a 2-hour drive to Rosselair, and we will be arriving maybe midday on Monday to where we're going. So long journey. Okay, see you soon. Hi everyone, it is 11:25. We have a very tired toddler and a very tired mummy. Husband has gone to source information about breakfast tomorrow. We've done this ferry twice already, and both times breakfast was a different scenario, so he's just confirming what the crack is, because each one actually is the same ferry company but it's a different boat. So once he gets back we are going to sleep. Typically, as you know, I do my yoga first thing in the morning. I just realized on the way here that like my internet is going to be horrendous, so in terms of getting a yoga video to follow, it might be an issue, so I might just have to like make up my yoga as we go tomorrow. Be interesting to see what I come up with if that is the case.
But yeah, instead of doing that, I just want to eat the frog and try do the walk outside before I get really ill. It seems to get worse as the day goes on, so hopefully that works out. So hopefully weather permitting, I will be going out doing my walk first thing, coming in, and then I can do the yoga in the room later in the day as time goes on. And just in case you're wondering, this is the room. It has a really nice light, like this is light that you can turn on and off. It sleeps 4 people, single beds. Yeah, and then turn it around, it's got the telly, the door, the toilet, the wardrobe. Okay, that's my cue. Gotta go. See you in the morning. Bye. Okay, it is official. I battled the sea and the sea won. It is Sunday. We will be disembarking soon from the boat. And yesterday, unfortunately, due to weather conditions, the whole outside of the boat was forbidden. So it physically was not possible to do the outdoor workouts. There's the TV on. So yeah, I'll do a more in-depth update at a later stage, but this is the end of the road.
Okay, so obviously, as you can see, I am back on 75 hard. As I said, today is day 7. By the time you see this, I might be a couple of weeks in. Honestly, I was devastated, but I was just too sick to think about it too much. I got sick at least 12 times on the Saturday and once on the Sunday before we disembarked the ferry. Basically was just stuck in the cabin. My baby got sick the first morning as well. It was so bad. Like, I think it's the first time in her life she ever vomited, which was just like horrible to see. But there's literally nothing I could have done on the Saturday. It was completely cordoned off and we just could not go outside. So there was nothing I could do. I did my yoga despite being super sick. I also didn't have internet, so I had to try like make up my own yoga, which was interesting, but a lot of it was kind of just based off the restorative yoga that I had done a couple of times. And I just did it like on the bed in the cabin, but I still did it. I was still trying to get my water down. Every bit of water I was drinking, I was just puking back up, but I was determined to keep doing it anyway. Still keeping to the diet and everything. And all I had left to do really was finish my water, do the outside workout, and take my progress pics. And when I realized that I wasn't going to be able to do my outdoor workout, I was still going to be determined to like finish the water and do the progress pics. And I was going to do that, and then as the time went on, I was like, what is the actual point in making myself miserable? Like, I'm just getting sick every time I drink water, and getting up and undressing just to take progress pics. I was like, do you know what, like, what's the point? I failed, like, I can't do it anyway. So the real question then was, when do I start again? Do I start again the next day, or do I take Sunday off and just start again on Monday fresh? I do like starting on a Monday because it's just kind of cleaner in my brain in terms of weeks and stuff like that. So I was like, do you know what, we're not disembarking until like 3 o'clock. And we have a whole day of driving ahead of us. So I was like, you know what, I'll just take Sunday off as well, and then I'll start back again on Monday. I did have some food because I knew I'd failed anyway. So I had a couple of chips Saturday night, or French fries, and I had a McDonald's actually on the Sunday, which is the one craving that I had the whole time, but they didn't even have what I wanted. It's like a Spanish McDonald's, and they do not have Mac plant burgers, so I was like devastated. But I got it McDonald's because I was like, do you know what, I'm starting again, and I don't want this craving to just linger for so long. So if I can just nip it in the bud now while I have the opportunity, then happy days. So that's what I did. So I had the McDonald's then the next day, and I had a small McFlurry. It was more kind of like a small sundae than anything. Um, yeah. The Monday morning, we were still halfway journeying, so we still had like half of a drive ahead of us. We stopped off in Santander, and I woke up in the hotel, and I got up and I did my yoga and I read my pages, and I um started my water and everything. But you know what? Like, I think that first day back was the hardest day of all of the days, because I was thinking about it, and like when you first start 75 hard, you have like this motivation to like do it and stuff like that. And you're like, yeah, like enthusiasm and stuff, because you know you're starting something. And then after a while, when that motivation wanes, you have all that time that you've accumulated. So it's kind of like, oh, like, you know, I'd have to start again. So that's kind of like a motivator in itself to keep going. But when you literally were like 40 days in, which I was, and you're starting again from day one, and you feel sick because you're after eating a McDonald's the day before, and like your brain is just trying to convince you just to like leave it, or like, oh, you don't have to do it today, just like leave it for a while, and all this sort of stuff. So like it really, and also my body was reacting to the crap that I had eaten, even though I didn't eat that much, but like it still wasn't ideal. Oh, I did have a dessert actually as well after lunch, when we stopped off for lunch, but I just felt sick. I felt bloated. I felt horrible, and my brain was just telling me to leave it. So that first day, I really had to effort, which is the one time I've really had to effort to do 75 hard. Day two onwards has been absolutely grand. Like, it's so easy again, but like, I think that's where like the biggest mental challenge has been for me, and I think that would potentially be for a lot of people, is like, if you are doing 75 hard and you're considering not doing it for whatever reason, if it's within your power, just keep going, because whatever slump you're in, you'll get through that and you'll feel better. But like, to stop and have to start again is terrible. Like, it's so horrible. Um and one of the big motivators for me to do 75 hard and keep on it is the fact that I'm pregnant, and that like I have a due date coming up, and like my original end date would have been the 15th of March. It's now end of April, I think, or something. Like, it's fairly close to my due date, and you know, I don't know if I'll do the full 75 days, but in my head it's like, you know what, whatever I do is still good. So I'm kind of sickened as well, because this was my chance to do 75 hard in one go, and I just don't see myself doing that for at least a year postpartum. I might do 75 soft, but I don't see myself doing 75 hard. So I'm kind of like sick just for myself that like I haven't been able to complete it, and like chances are, again, as I said, this time around I'm not going to complete it. So we'll see, maybe I will, but just for like my own internal accomplishment, like, it's going to be a while if I don't complete it this time before I'll be able to do it and complete it with like two young kids. So yeah, it's unfortunate. It's a sad time for me, but but it's grand. But sure, look, as I said, we're back on it. We're still doing it. I feel great, feel grand. I am getting progressively more pregnant. Like, I can definitely feel myself wobbling a lot more around the place. I'm out of breath a lot easier now during my walks and everything, but I'm still just like trucking along and getting it done. Next week I'm going to be posting a Valentine's Day vlog, which is fun. So I think it was day 3 on Valentine's Day, so I'll be posting that, and then after that I'll probably just do like a catch-up video, similar to this one, and just kind of like my experience and stuff, and where we're going, because like also I have like 2 days of like ferry travel home. Now I don't anticipate the waters being as bad, so like technically I might still be able to do it, but depending on how I feel, like that second day, like the 15th, is the day that I was originally meant to finish 75 hard anyway, so I might end up, depending on how it goes, not completing it and just stopping it at that point, and maybe continuing on with 75 soft for the rest of my pregnancy or something. But we'll see how we get on with the next travel vlog. But for now, between now and then, I've got a few weeks to do 75 hard and tick off all of the tasks. So that's the crack. So we'll see you next week for a Valentine's Day vlog. It's very fun. We go swimming and everything, and then we'll catch up the week after. Okay, bye now. Have a good day. Take care. Bye.